Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
Danny Hatch is with us. Hey, Danny.
Hi, happy 5th, everyone.
Thank you. The world, can you believe the Earth is only 240 years old?
I can.
But it's America's birthday, and here we are. And did you watch, Chemda, the Macy's fireworks parade, spectacular extravaganza?
So parades are not bad enough in person. I got to watch it on TV.
This is, I saw part of it. I hated it. The Air Force is singing really makes America look like a bunch of unscary bag of pussies. We would not have if we were doing this presentation before we left England, England would be like, yeah, okay, you sound like a real tough bunch of motherfuckers. Oh, they're revving up. And off go the fireworks. Okay, real rock and roll. It's 2016. Now, unless they invented singing that day, there's stand beside her. I mean, come on. I would not join the Air Force if I was debating about what branch to join.
My goodness.
What was
That's
it like
ridiculous.
pledging allegiance to ISIS, Keith? Because it's pretty much what I'm hearing right now. It's disgusting behavior coming from your lips, let alone anyone.
They should play this for people that you log onto the ISIS website and they play this, and I'd be like, oh, I was wondering how they get these kids to join.
I'm sorry, but as long as my hair smells like campfire wood, I'm agreeing with everything America has to say.
America's great.
Yeah.
Love it. RT.
Love it or leave it, bitch.
Do you want to leave it now, Keith, after this display of squibs from the Air Force?
No, because the bad outweighs the good, of course.
Sure.
But it is a little
fast food.
The Navy's laughing at them.
Fat babies.
Fat babies. Fat adults.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
I wouldn't admit I was in the Air Force.
No?
No, not after that.
How many could there? 100 tops, maybe, in that whole ensemble.
That's a lot.
That's
You know,
a fraction of how many.
They
other
convince
members.
people to join the military by telling them anything. And so they probably told those guys you will be able to sing in public as part of your military service.
I think they're fuck-ups. And they fucked up in the Air Force. They fell asleep on their watch, something like that.
In the plane.
And they have to go out, and this is their version of directing traffic.
Really? Because I think they won a bet because everyone loves karaoke, and let's face it, God bless America.
Oh, that would be fun. You're at a bar. And guide her.
I mean,
I love this karaoke.
What do you want
Would
them
you
to sing?
rather them go, and I'm here to remind you, Iraq, of the mess you left.
Iraq. What's your song? Isn't it Iraqonic? All right. Well, now does the Air Force look a little better after that? And that's my service to our countrymen.
Danny joined the Air Force just now.
I got my pin. My grandfather flew in the Air Force during
What a
Vietnam.
pansy.
Or maybe he was in the Navy and he flew planes for them. But that seems like an oxymoron, or the opposite of that. But anyway, go Air Force, I say. That's my brave stance on this issue.
But you didn't see the show.
I see.
Keith,
I
do you
heard
not care about the troops?
I do care.
Do you not care if they die?
I respect the troops more than this bullshit. You're telling me
Those
before
are the troops, though.
Before the before the Air Force goes overseas
Pump
in
up
their
jams.
plane, you think that this is their pump up jam?
I want to kill.
Let's get them.
Keith, do you remember being in the Army and you were like, why do these fucking assholes keep trying to fight me?
It was because they didn't have musical outlets.
See? Now, if you had God Bless America on your side during your, how many years in the Army?
Oh, my Lord. Come on.
I'm imagining a drone operator listening to this on their earbuds while they fly a drone and getting really excited to kill innocent civilians.
I hope everyone's imagining what Keith's face just looked at, staring at Danny. He pressed play and he just stared at Danny until Danny felt something.
Keith and I are never going to musically agree on anything.
Yeah, oh, you love this? Fuck you. Science you love, right? Never see you stop
Big
studying
science
the
fan.
moon.
Oh, I have so many science books in my apartment.
There's a satellite around Jupiter. It was so
Isn't it exciting? They
Oh,
landed.
it's
Or
so
whatever.
exciting. Or whatever they did. Yeah, it's so exciting. And you
The
love
point is, it is happening, and science is great. I love it.
And Danny loves this music. Always loved it. I can't believe it's the first time I heard
Makes
it.
my heart swell. It's like an American flag is coming all over my tits right now.
It's like I just got my passport all over again.
Yes, and I don't even have a passport. That's how much of an American I am.
It's like
I have no need to leave.
I was sworn in and get to live here now. I felt like my name wasn't Chemda for a minute.
No, it was Cindy. Chemda's name is Cindy while this music plays.
Oh, there's many verses.
I'm sort of a Fairweather fan.
I was there live, actually. And
I only know of a singles.
And I kept clapping, hoping they'd stop.
Oh, yeah, just louder and louder?
Yay!
But one voice can never rise above the many. That's why we need the Air Force or whatever.
I love how patriotic we are next to Keith, the ex-veteran.
How great would it be if the Army came in and just
shot them?
Took care of business, let's say.
No, Keith made me say shot them.
Right? Telepathically
Took
somehow
their
with his eyes.
I meant ask them to stop.
Uh-huh. That's what shooting. They would stop if they shot them.
They should go through all. I don't know how the Air Force won that competition, but you go through all the branches. You get to like, the
Peace Corps,
the Marine Corps. They're playing heavy metal.
Yeah, all those Marines. They are a rowdier bunch in the Air Force.
See, Keith, you're falling for the commercials for the Army.
Mm-hmm. They fight the volcano monster.
We're going over hills and we're such comrades. Nothing could stop us now. We're going to get every job after we leave here. This is such a good idea.
This was my favorite Call of Duty level, though, was playing in the Air Force marching band. It was the tutorial level.
Like, press X to pivot turn.
Yes. Y is you throw your baton up.
Yeah.
C is catch it. Sachet. Sachet Fierce. Beyonce was there.
Great singing. It's kind of like Rockstar or whatever that.
Oh,
video
Rock
game
Band.
is.
Yeah, you got to follow. Yeah, Guitar Hero. Yeah, exactly like that.
You know what's funny is
I've got a gun with little colored buttons on it.
Keith had this ready for like a 5-second shit on you segment, and
we
were just like,
back.
right?
America rose up against our oppressors.
It's because you guys don't mean it. You're lying. I know you're both liars.
You're just playing fireworks now.
I wish. Somebody did that.
I like it. Yeah, I could hear it.
They had their mic on.
Thank you for reminding us that our citizenship matters.
Yeah, that made me feel patriotic. Honestly, having a common enemy to fight against who does not appreciate our values and our talents.
ISIS did say they would stop if we would stop.
Oh, yeah?
With the singing.
The ISIS convention.
Mm-hmm.
How's your immigrant wife, Keith?
I wouldn't let her watch that.
No.
She'd run home crying.
Yeah. Whatever. What does the fucking Irish Independence Day sound like?
Bagpipes would be better. But Tiddly Ho, you're singing the national anthem.
Guinness. People just shout. Whiskey.
Guinness.
Potatoes.
Is Guinness Irish?
No, it's very, very German.
I thought maybe it was
Irish.
Scottish. I don't know.
Right. It's Irish.
It's
Okay,
Irish.
thank you.
Guinness.
Just think about it.
Right.
I went to a Catholic high school called McGuinness. So I should tell you something.
Is that true?
That's not true.
Bishop McGuinness, yep. It wasn't named after the beer. There was a Mick in front of it. It was McDonald's and beer. Were the two
Who's
things we
Bishop
got.
McGuinness?
Some fucking bishop guy.
You didn't learn about him?
Nah, why not? We had other saints to learn about. He's a bishop. We only learn about saints and
Who's your favorite
angels.
saint?
Patrick, of course. Another Irishman.
It's the fireworks show.
Oh, God.
And they keep cutting away from the fireworks.
To the music or to the
Yeah,
crowd?
to these. There's some words you can't say anymore, but
Yeah.
to these people
People you can say.
that are
that
singing
one is
these
still safe.
songs. And
Now, you're looking at me again, so
Yeah.
I guess I have to say it. Faggy. And I can say that
I
because
meant
I've been
corny.
faggy. Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow.
I can say it because I've had dicks in my mouth.
Don't know.
Every dick in my mouth, I'm allowed to say 10 F words.
The fork he's giving you, you still get to choose the road. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they both go to faggy.
No, that's just a dick in your mouth, Danny.
Again, welcome to college.
Shout out to Rosa, Rosa, Rosa.
You have
Her
the
dick goes in my mouth.
have the fireworks go off, play Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, and now
That's
you got a
little-
show,
that's-
right?
It's kind of a bad song for this kind of thing.
Just it's too much. I was at Chemda's place for the 4th of July on Monday.
How did you
What's up,
survive
everybody?
thinking about this travesty?
She hit a lot, so I didn't have to deal with it too
Okay.
much. But
What?
I
Wait,
misunderstood. No, well, the fireworks weren't until the nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of,
Mm-hmm.
it's the first time Keith came to my new apartment, and he's like, okay, I'm going to look around to see your place. And I'm like, well, I'm right here. Let's give you a tour. Cannot say I've ever seen him more disinterested in my life before. It was amazing. He was like, I see it. I already said I was going to walk around. I'm like, look, I'm so excited about this.
Did you see the closet?
Yeah, I did, and I said, cool. It's a cool closet. You guys seen closets before? This one's a little cooler.
Yeah.
Isn't he fun? He's just so fun.
Yeah, did you make a joke when you were exiting the closet? Like, oh, look at me coming out of a closet.
Well, you go into the closet. I figured that one was already taken.
Right.
You were
I
there
made
first.
it I've seen that closet 8 times, and I've come out of it 8 loud times.
And so you go into the closet, and it looks like a small closet. But then you go in, it's open. And there's no way you can tell, unless you're 6'2" or higher. And then the illusion is ruined the whole time.
Oh, that's another thing. So Hennessy and I are like 5'0" basically, and here's a 6'2", and I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to duck, but we're little people, and it's cool. And he's like, yeah, I already saw it because I could see over the door. And I'm like, come on. Come on.
In Narnia, if those kids were taller, Narnia would have been much less exciting for them.
Yeah.
Ow! The end.
No way to impress Keith anymore.
No.
I was
He's
impressed.
tough. He's a tough guy to make happy.
You have that screen that comes down and goes up. I was like, oh,
Gravity.
yeah, like power,
Remote control.
yeah, like you made that happen. I don't gotta watch it come down the whole way and go all the way back up. I assume it's not gonna get stuck.
It's like 30 seconds. It's not a lot of time to have to pretend to be into
Seriously.
something.
Seriously.
I've been pretending I'm happy for 4 years here. No, I'm happy.
No, I went out of my way to say I like your sink. She has one of those big sinks.
She does. It's a good sink.
It's a scary sink because you assume you'll just keep collecting dirty dishes because you're allowed room.
Yeah.
But if you're happy, I'm happy for you.
Oh my God.
Well, okay, rank the sink, the screen, and the closet.
The sink,
Okay.
the sink, then the closet,
Okay.
then the screen. But the screen is no joke because they have kind of like a loft bed, and so they can look out and see the screen like a TV in their bedroom almost, but a movie
Yeah.
size screen.
Home
For
theater.
a person that hates movies, it's perfect for Chemda.
No, because I watch home movies. I don't go to the movie
Okay.
theater.
Imagine how
So-
good Roger Rabbit's going to look on that thing. Levels of detail you couldn't even begin to imagine
Look,
before.
see what Danny does? Learn from him. Watch him.
Right. Try to make fun of Chemda and then have her misinterpret it. And then you're a good guy. God bless America. Those fireworks is America coming.
I don't even have to
That's the
watch them.
sound.
I hear them and they're beautiful.
I heard a lot of them over the weekend. People really love setting them off early.
Yeah.
All weekend. It was fireworks sitting in Bushwick.
That's not cool because it sounds like gunshots sometimes.
Yeah.
You just got to assume that it's not.
I know, and just sleep through it. It's so nerve-wracking.
It scares my dog a lot. And at the end is when,
The big one.
Like last night is when, they really go off from the city and regular hooligans. And so my dog gets scared by it. And we usually keep her off the leash. And we took her out of the cab. And the cab happened to leave us off at the corner diagonal. Like I'm in the middle of the block, let's say. The other side of the street, far corner, but not a corner we normally take.
Okay.
So anyway, the dog starts running down that side of the street towards our house. And I just think for a split second, I'm like, he knows the way home. Or she knows the way home. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me. Will she just dart to the other side of the street? And she did. All of a sudden, she was gone.
my God.
And I run out, and I think I see Hugsy in the middle of the road as a car's coming.
Oh, my
I put
God.
my hands out like I'm stopping the car. I see it's a paper bag that's brown. And then I wave the car through. Okay, all good. And then I see Hugsy waiting by my door.
Wow. Good
And
dog.
That was a little scary.
Well,
yeah.
mixed dog.
Except for the running part.
Right.
But it is my fault that the dog's scared of fireworks.
I
Because
could see why you're not impressed with my closet. You have such big fish to fry.
when the dog was a puppy, I would train it with fireworks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would throw a firework at it if it fucked up. And now I get why.
Is that training?
That's a bad. Dog knows where I live.
That's true.
It's not the. It's
The
not
dog
not
does.
training. Everybody loved my dog at this party. Are you kidding me? It's
They did.
I'm the best dog owner in town.
So best that you call it it.
I
And
don't,
he.
I'm not assigning gender of any
but-
kind. It's the dog's
Usually
choice.
people use
progressive.
they.
I'm not going to decide. Maybe it's one of those Z people. You don't know.
Usually it's not an it thing.
Usually. Well, usually. My dog's not every dog, usually.
That's true.
Usually, a dog isn't good around 2,000 people at a party. My dog was perfect. So usually,
Your dog was mixed.
My dog was fantastic.
Your dog really wanted that ball. It doesn't matter whose feet it's getting tangled in. No, your dog was very good.
It's the best dog.
And
By the way, I left the ball there. You owe me $1.50. How do I?
Oh, no, I got your bill at the end of the party. He literally leaves my party like, you owe me $1.50. I can't find Hugsy's dog. Clearly, that's your issue. But, I have Venmo and PayPal, and we're good.
Okay, that's good. He's making it easy for you.
Can I tell you, at the end of the party, there's a lot of traffic in front of our place, which is very unusual. But we live close enough to the water that people are trying to park to watch the fireworks.
I see.
So there is an ice cream man stuck in this traffic. And I'm like, this is going to be the best. It's towards the end of the party. We're going to,
We're
tell
all
him.
extremely stoned.
Right. We're going to tell him to pull over and just whoever wants to buy an ice cream, here it is. I go up to his window right away. He doesn't even turn to look at me. He just shakes his head like, don't even bother talking to me. And I'm just like, but and he looks at me, rolls his eyes and goes, I'm just like, I have a whole party here with money.
Right.
He did not want to hear it.
No part of it.
By the time
But
I
what
was
he
done,
doing? He doesn't want you to take. He thinks you're going to ask him to move.
no, he knows I'm going to ask him for ice cream. He was just not having it. And meanwhile, he's stuck in traffic, so he's still in front of my place for the next 10 minutes while a bunch
People
of
are coming out now and gesturing at him.
with
and he's
wallets
just, yeah.
going like, but sir, I have money. And they're just literally with the wallet out and cash, please, sir, I'd like to buy some ice cream.
What do you think it is, though? Why wouldn't you? Is it illegal?
It could be illegal. It could not be his turf. We did hear about
That's
those ice
true.
cream people.
He was Mr. Frosty, not even Mr. Softy. It was Mr.
Right.
Frosty. And it said the original on the truck.
Right.
It's like,
Sure. The original what? So that was a shame, but that would be cool.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it was some kind of you're not allowed to pull over right there. But you're the ice cream man. Could we just, that you're the ice cream man, you need to, it's like if you're a doctor, you need to have a bedside manner.
Right.
If you're the ice cream man,
Don't be an asshole. Don't be cold, so to speak.
be a little sweet if you get my meaning.
A doctor on a plane doesn't say, no doctor here.
Right.
Right.
It pretends to be asleep.
Right. MJG says, you brought a dog to a party. You're now officially that guy. Gross. I don't know if you've seen pictures of Hugsy. And I'll put a 4th of July picture up
Oh,
for
good.
you.
We were hoping. How would we lead to another picture of Hugsy?
Such weird jealousy. And this is what I'm hearing from MJG also. It's not all these dumb dogs that shed all over their place and lick you without asking. People can't run up to this dog and pet it fast enough. In fact, I'm trying to find a classy way to charge $0.25 a pet, $1 to hold. This is the greatest dog of all time.
It's
and
gonna be tough to
and
find a
quite
classy
frankly,
way.
not thank you for allowing me to have the dog. The party is welcome. I brought the dog. And it's a joy to be around.
I left my house. In all fairness, Keith did ask me before he brought a dog to the party.
Just to hear them, because I know they're going to say yes. Yes is always fun.
Keith was around the corner already. But he still asked.
I mean, the way he asked was, if you want my presence there, you must have the hugs.
Hugs and kisses. You ever say that?
No.
Oh.
That's a fun
Don't
thing,
start.
though.
I'll sue.
We'll label Hugsy's picture Hugs and Kisses.
The day before, I went to my friend Adam's house. Dog was a hit there, too.
Oh, my God. It never ends.
It honestly does not. Day to day to day, whether it's Adam's 3-year-old kid or Adam and the wife. Love the dog. What a joy.
Were you almost hoping that the dog got hit by a car so you wouldn't have to deal with all this cuteness and pleasing people? And it gets exhausting, it sounds like.
It's not right. It's like regular people, not even paparazzi. So
Right.
You don't even make the paper. We just get attacked.
Imagine the dog gets famous, then the paparazzi are after it.
It'd be
the
too much.
paparazzi.
It'd be too much. No joke. A paparazzi was doing some pictures around our house. They saw my wife carrying the dog and goes, "Can I take a picture?"
It had nothing to do with how gorgeous your wife was.
It's a
So
coincidence.
interesting.
All the dogs.
Just paparazzi are so into puppies.
I swear it's not to masturbate to later. We might one day do a 4-page spread on puppies, and we don't know where to find them. No, so I'm at my friend Adam's house, and by the way, he lives in Park Slope, and we went to a liquor store, and I guess it's in all stores there, but it's extra funny because it's a liquor store. You walk in, there's a section for kids. Like there's a table of children's books, crayons, just to keep them busy.
How long are you at the liquor store?
What do you mean?
No, like a human being. Like, how long would they be at the liquor store that their kids have time to play with crayons?
Enough to you can't leave these angels alone. They have to always be learning.
Is there like an illustrated 12-step guide that they can color in?
When mommy turns into angry mommy, how do you fix it? So their 3-year-old, Lily, when I came in at first, didn't have time for strangers. And so she would just like hang her head. Like, that's how you get invisible. It's stupid. Cute. How's that? That's cute. Well, I don't know why Adam kept trying to get her to stop. It was so cute. It's adorable when you bring your kid to see friends and they just drop their head like it weighs a bowling ball.
Did he bring his kid to see friends, or did a stranger all of a sudden enter his kid's home?
That's cute. Yay. No, I said, yay, that's too cute. Can I take pictures of the back of her head? Because it was adorable. Let me tell you something. My dog's 3, doesn't do that. But okay.
Well, it's a quick learner, your dog.
Yeah. Then some time goes by. And she's exuberant, asking me to read to her. We're having a real good time.
Who reads better, her or Hugsy?
Hugsy doesn't read per se.
Okay.
Right?
It's more street smart.
Right.
She's more street
smart.
Thank you, yes. Excuse me.
Right. It knows how to just run across the street. Doesn't have rules. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that kid would get hit by a car for sure if she tried pulling that shit.
Believe me. Yeah. Believe me. All of a sudden, I don't want to be around here. You just put your head down.
Right.
Well, a car's going to hit that, right?
Shout out to Keith's best friend and father of this girl, Adam Brown. He would be very proud.
Well, he knows not to just let her around walking around the streets.
Sure.
Oh, she's a streetwalker.
Not a streetwalker.
Sorry.
Not a streetwalker.
Okay, that's good parenting. So your dog is a streetwalker, you're saying?
So anyway.
The dog's toot.
I'm going to start doing this, where if I don't want to talk to people, just drop my head. And then people be like, oh, he's just like that sometimes.
You kind of metaphorically do that already.
You think so? That's good. All right.
So you've got the feeling down. You just need to work on the physical.
Because I want somebody, like my wife will say, this is my husband Keith, and I'll go, I don't wanna.
It'll be hard for you to still talk into the mic when your head is tilted low.
And they'll be like, oh, that's cute. Right?
Yeah.
You are as cute as a 3-year-old child.
Trying to navigate her way through this world.
Through a giant sleeveless stranger all of a sudden entering her life.
Oh, this is some navigating.
You do make it seem dumb.
Oh, it's regular Christopher Columbus. Hey, what's going on? You're on Keith and the Girl.
Chemda, you had a lovely party. I had a wonderful time. I enjoyed the Narnia trip as well.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, 240 years strong.
Oh, and happy birthday to our brother, our other brother. Well, my other brother. You only have one. Haha. Andrew Warner of Mixergy. He turned something.
Yeah, what a weird day to have a birthday, right? It's a fun day because fireworks are going in your honor. You make us believe that everybody is throwing off fireworks just for you.
Right, especially because he wasn't even born on this land. It's like, how dare he? Anyway, shout out. He's a good person.
So I know I'm sort of jumping in. You guys haven't talked about this yet, but Hillary Clinton is not
right now.
Not only, Michael, is Hillary Clinton, of course, not indicted. And it's very funny that coincidentally the indicter decided to hang out with Bill Clinton a couple days before. That's fun. So, no, there will not be...
the indicter.
There will not be any...
charges.
There will not be any charges for...
About what, the email thing?
Mm-hmm, the email thing. And then you end up looking other stuff. Apparently, these Clintons are literal murderers. Michael,
wait, but do you know why she's
not
indicted?
I don't give a fuck.
But you should give a fuck.
Why? Because I'm going to go over there to D.C. and set him straight. There was an indictment. Because it's all rigged. Why wasn't she indicted?
But this specifically... She wasn't indicted because she was running her email like everybody else in office was running it.
Okay.
She absolutely was. Okay. Colin Powell was doing the same thing.
Colin Powell, who said there's weapons of mass destruction when there wasn't. He should be locked up. Great point. Next.
But he wasn't.
Right, he wasn't.
And no one cared that he wasn't until this moment.
I cared.
But it wasn't
about this then.
It wasn't about being secure about your email or not, what you just said. What she was being indicted for.
You just compared her to a piece of shit that helped us go to war.
No, to an email scandal that they pointed fingers at her directly, even though all of them were doing the exact same thing.
You win.
They also...
So they weren't doing the exact same thing. What Hillary did went even further and worse. But
Oh,
but
boom!
it didn't-
Because he just said a sentence that agrees with you.
Oops, you're about to learn something. Boom.
Yeah, Michael is
But
only
it-
good at teaching
and
things when
also,
Keith and Michael are agreeing.
Yeah, that's so interesting. All of a sudden, Michael's
So
the
Michael
best.
was right about the picture thing, I guess, from a few weeks ago.
I'm sorry.
There was no picture
I'm-
sent. It
I'm-
sounds like.
Okay, thank you, Danny.
next
I'm
one.
sorry they're not
Oh, gotta
letting you. Michael, I'm sorry they're not letting you talk. Go ahead.
Okay, and there was no picture in the back of the computer. And also, you sound like a conspiracy nut when you're saying that Hillary Clinton was responsible for murdering people.
Yes.
Wait,
But
you
what
sound like a
Hillary did
conspiracy
with
now.
the server-
Why is everybody interrupting you, Michael?
Okay.
When you said she's murdered people.
Yes, murders people.
It's ridiculous. But what she did with the server was also much worse than
And go
what
ahead and
Colin
explain
Powell
that.
did. It probably rises up to the level of what the Bush administration did with their own emails when they, in order to circumvent freedom of information, in order to circumvent the retention laws that were in place for the White House in email, they ended up using the Republicans' email system instead of theirs. So they used their party's email system instead of the White House email system. And
Everyone,
so
but
that's
what about
probably
everyone knew
similar
that
to
she
what
was doing?
Hillary did.
Everyone who needed to know that she was doing it knew that she was doing it. Didn't
No,
stop
that's not
her.
true.
Didn't tell her otherwise.
Not true. Michael, go ahead.
That's not true. Obama, according to Obama, he said that he had no idea that she had her own email.
That's one person.
server. That's not everybody. That's one of the most important people that should know what she's doing. And also, she was completely incompetent and insecure with her, right? So she had the State Department turn off anti-phishing, anti-malware security checks on the emails in order to make it compatible with her email server until they could figure things out. She had a computer
Danny,
without
did you
a
read
password on it.
a
with
bunch about
access
this?
to her computer. How do you have a computer without a password on it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous the type of security that she had.
Didn't she
What do you
follow-
have to hide, Michael, that you're so pro-password here? What's in your wallet?
Didn't she follow all the rest of the rules? They're supposed to print out every one of the emails and put it
Only
into.
after it was discovered. I believe
No,
after it was discovered.
that's-
It was
well,
years
I believe
later
it
after
wasn't.
was discovered.
Boom.
And it wasn't. And she makes it, and everybody makes it seem like it was such a big deal. She
Weren't
even
we just
printed
talking
it out.
about a fucking
It's the-
party and you call in with fucking Hillary like we both have shit to say about this thing? My God.
Well,
We're
Having a great Narnia, it was
I'm
awesome.
still-
Now,
I still
Hillary.
vote. I'm still behind the Democratic candidate, and I still think it's true. But you can't just pretend like it was nothing. You can't go around pretending like it was nothing. I see a lot of Hillary supporters just making it seem as if it was a nothing thing, and it's like this mass right-wing conspiracy that is just trying to bring her down. These are legitimate concerns, and she is a flawed candidate. But now the reason why I'm harping so much on Hillary is because I expect more from our party. And I should be talking more about Trump, but Trump is such a joke. I sort of feel like it's a given.
He's a joke that is now
nobody
50% a possibility to be our president.
Isn't that how ridiculous Hillary is? As much of a joke that Trump is, isn't it sad that the Democratic candidate couldn't be crushing Trump by more? Couldn't be crushing it, that it's competitive? Why is it competitive? It's such a It is.
I
You
don't
don't, you don't
agree.
think you don't think it has
But for
something
different
to
reasons
do
than you.
with the fact that she's Keith? Why did you vote for Obama?
I like black people.
But what was his like? What did you like about his campaign? About his platforms? Which platform did you like the best?
I liked that he simply sounded genuine to me.
Okay, so you
That was
voted
the
for
big
him
thing.
twice because he's black and sounded genuine.
Not black. That was silly. I hate black people.
No, but
Buddy.
Oh,
Got my
jeez.
happy medium here.
I believe that that a lot of people, that are usually not into politics, voted for Obama because it was this, huge thing to vote in a black president. And he sounded genuine enough and he was articulate enough. And I don't think that you can name the different platforms that he ran on, but you still voted for him. And I think Clinton gets a lot of shitty, negative press, and you don't know what platform she's running on either. But voting for her as the first woman is a bummer. It's just interesting.
I know.
Right?
No. Is it
Right,
interesting?
but even my Narnia isn't interesting to you, so I don't even know who I'm talking to anymore.
Wait, is this
Thank you
screen
for
level,
calling,
or-
Michael.
You know what I
Call
think-
your
you know
mom.
what I
She
think bums
misses
me out
you.
about the whole Hillary
Well, that's the
Clinton
biggest
is a
burn
woman
for
thing.
Chemda.
Go ahead, Michael. I agree
If,
already.
Could you imagine if during the debates when they asked Obama, this is an election about it being an outsider, what makes you an outsider to government? and Obama says, I'm a black person running for the office, how much of an outsider could it be? Can you imagine how ridiculous of an answer that is? I think the problem that some people, or at least me, I should say.
Okay, how about this? No, before you continue, nobody
historic.
asked Obama what kind of China he's going to pick when he gets sworn in.
That's
okay,
that's different criticism.
It's not.
That's
It has to do with her being a woman. So if you're going to ask what kind of things get brought up in a debate for a black person running as opposed to a woman running, you have to take that into account because you're already taking it into account.
I don't see how those two are connected. I think it's ridiculous that when she shoves it down her throat. When Obama ran and it was historic, it was a nice bonus that Obama was also a black president. He was competent. He had a good track record in the Senate. He reduced nuclear arms. He was going to improve the economy. There were a lot of.
Do you think that that's
Obama.
why people? Do you think that that's why the majority of people came out? All the people who normally don't vote.
Yes, I do think.
Yeah, you think they all like
yeah.
Keith over here who didn't know what platforms he was running on.
Why do you keep saying that?
Why? Because I know that we are not so politically understanding of anything and that we vote for our Democratic Party for the most part because we understand that it is more likely that they will be pro-abortion and pro-gay rights, pro-LGBT, hopefully.
Correct. That, I think, is the reason why most people voted for Obama. And then it was a bonus on top of that Obama was black, and it was historic for this nation to have a black president. But I think that was more than a cherry on top, but to that level. I don't think that a lot of people – there were people who were probably voting strictly on that, but who are those people? Maybe mostly black people who were voting strictly because of that, and they usually are the Democratic constituency anyway. They are usually voting with the Democratic Party anyway, so – really,
people say that Michael should have because he's calling into our very hilarious show. They should have a political show.
Yeah, on C-SPAN?
On the Keith and the Girl VIP network. If you think so, write in on the forums, and then you guys can talk to him about this, and we can talk about my closet and Hugsy Malone.
Okay, I think that'd be fun. If they are interested, let's hear it. If they do want to do it, and I could imagine it would be a live stream. So even though it would be on VIP during the actual recording, we could stream it live, and maybe some people could call in.
And we have to have somebody opposing you, just so we can get opposite sides.
Yeah,
all right, Keith and the Girl.
If we did what Clinton did with the servers, we would be in jail.
Keith and the Girl.
No, we wouldn't. The FBI said no prosecutor would find Clinton guilty for this.
Thank you, Danny. No shit, they wouldn't, because they'd be killed by this murder.
Yes,
did the CIA, Michael?
Oh God, no. KeithAndTheGirl.com/forums. We'll talk to you there. Thank you, Keith. He already said the murderer thing sounds ridiculous.
Did the CIA, Michael, kill JFK?
No.
Well, now you're insane. No. Goodbye. Get the fuck out of
All
town.
Right.
You're just wasting my time.
KeithAndTheGirl.com/forums. That's where you give us your opinions. You tell us what you think about the show. You discuss every episode. There's stuff about VIP. There's stuff about just generally making friends on there. KeithAndTheGirl.com/forums. You can also hit us on all social media at Keith and the Girl.
Obama won a Grammy for his audiobook. That's all it took for me.
Yeah.
Yes. They're like, my health, they say, with healthcare, I'm like, I don't care. You want a Grammy for an audiobook, and you said the N-word in it. You're next level.
This was not he did not win a Grammy for his What the Fuck with Mark Maron episode?
No.
Okay. I get those confused.
This is a different time.
You just like him because he's pro-podcasting.
Mm-hmm. He's our first podcast president.
Giants player Jason Pierre-Paul is warning us about the dangers of fireworks.
And how lame and dumb they are.
Because one year he blew off his right hand. This moron, says the paper. This is the New York Times.
A fire piece of work.
He's showing on camera his 5 fingers on one hand and
like 1.5.
We're missing some on the other. We have a full pinky, a full middle finger.
So that's important.
And there you have it. That's good to catch.
Yikes, man. Yikes.
He had a $15 million contract that he debated about signing. Debates about it for a long time. I don't remember if it was months or what. Easily weeks. And then he's fucking around with fireworks. And, it's more fun when you let it off in your hand. Mm-hmm. So it blows his hand up. Okay, I'm ready to sign.
I'll have to sign with my left hand, of course.
Right. So I'm sure the price drops a little bit.
Did you guys ever like push it with fireworks? I was always scared. I was even scared of sparklers because they got too close to my hand.
Yeah, it took me a while to warm up to sparklers.
Yeah. Did you ever hold, you light it and then like, oh, I'll throw it last minute or something?
I never did. I remember one year my grandparents had a little cottage on a lake, and my aunt almost blew up my grandparents' boat with a firework. Like she launched it wrong, and it went off in the boat, and it was kind of a thing for a minute. But that was the closest we got to scary fireworks action.
Keith, in the country, they let off a lot of fireworks, but
No.
I don't think people individually do that, right?
Now you would see these people going up to the, half a garbage can and be lighting them and then running away. Even that was a little too scary.
Yeah, the running, it's
Like you hear people get hurt by sparklers. Well, let it go halfway down. I mean, do they wait till the last minute? Like it's starting to burn?
No, sparklers usually shouldn't. Like they have a handle that doesn't have the stuff on it. Like
Right.
that's like the safest version.
And people are licking it because that's hurting people.
It looks so tasty.
It does.
It looks so tasty.
It looks like rainbow sprinkles, but
Right.
like jumping at you.
I would do those little
3D
ones
food.
where you light it and then
Yeah. Or a
Yeah.
snake.
and I would hold on to that last minute, and then you can throw it, and then it the other way. That was scary fun, but that's as dangerous as I ever got.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I doubt it was a little heavier what this Giants player was playing with. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
No, sure, yeah, but it's still like you have that
Oh, I was
in
badass.
you.
Yeah.
So does that count? Because we're gonna make this the poll
Does that count as
Yeah.
playing with fire? No.
as waiting to the last minute to let a.
No.
Wait,
it's
the
not even
poll-
a firework. I don't even know what those are.
I thought the poll was going to be which show do you want to hear? Michael's Calling In or Chemda's Closet Space? Was that not the poll?
No, you're right. Yeah. I apologize.
You guys ever do a snake?
I don't know what that is.
It's the little firework, and you light it, and it,
I guess
it
not.
grows. Oh,
No.
it's like a tube. It's a thing.
I
You're
enjoy
looking at me like I'm crazy.
I don't want to say everybody knows it, but most people.
enjoy finding that picture for our show notes.
Yeah. Oh, damn it, me.
More than just name stuff.
Right. Hugsy Malone, Hugsy Malone, Hugsy Malone.
All right, we'll need 3 pictures. More than 12,000 Americans hurt themselves with fireworks last year. Roughly 2/3 of those injuries happened in July. A little more than half of all fireworks injuries last year happened in the 3-day stretch between July 4th and 6th.
What kind of injuries though? Because some of them are like ouchie boos.
Firework accidents that they're saying they're not taking into account ouchie boos. Firework accidents rarely result in death, but it does happen. In 2014, 11 people died from firework mishaps. 4 victims died in house fires related to fireworks. 7 died from direct impact of fireworks.
So Jason Pierre-Paul
Right.
got off easy.
Right, he only lost 3 fingers.
Yeah.
Most firework injury victims are male, surprise, 74%. Children younger than 15 account for 35% of all fireworks injuries.
That's pretty fucked up.
Sparklers alone accounted for 28% of fireworks injuries requiring ER treatment in 2014.
How many?
28% of firework injuries requiring emergency room treatment was in
Jeez,
2014.
that is a lot. That's more than ouchie boos.
15,600 fires in the U.S. in 2013 from fireworks.
And this is illegal. Like here, you're not allowed to buy it. I remember when it was legal, and people used to go to the local park, and like you said,
Right.
it was very like, oh, cute. They're doing, our things have little colors on it.
Over half the reported fires on the 4th of July are caused by fireworks.
Well, the name isn't. Half of fireworks
Right.
is fire.
Right. Yeah, it worked. Like, you can't sue the company,
Right. You
It's
get
what
what
you
you
bought.
pay for sure.
right? All right, getting back into politics, the hot dog eating contest at Coney Island went down.
Sausage gobblers.
Right. Keith knows nothing about hot dogs
No.
or buns, but watched anyway.
This happens every 4th of July.
Yep.
Of course, fat America
Joey
eats hot dogs until they pop.
They're not that fat, though. I guess Joey Chestnut is.
No, I'm talking about inside fat, where you look skinny, but you're
But you're
dying.
a bad person on the inside.
You're dying.
Joey Jaws Chestnut
Ugh.
won eating 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest in Coney Island, and then immediately went to the freak show so you could stare at him.
We should be ashamed of ourselves for this.
It's the best. It's so nauseous. It's 10 minutes of
Yeah,
nausea.
it's-
I saw the whole
when
thing.
they dip it in the water.
That's the gross
Ah.
part.
Yep. That's one of the gross parts.
All of the proceeds should go to some kind of like starving children or
and
something.
they eat it separate. They eat the hot dog, then they eat the bun, then the hot dog, and they have it in. And they really look like they're jerking somebody off.
They have to have fun with it.
They have the hot dog in their hand. They're jerking somebody off, and then like a magic trick, they open their hand and the hot dog's gone.
Right, squirts a little mustard on their face. And then
The 32-year-old, 32. Somebody wrote on Twitter, I wonder how many hot dogs he'll be able to eat when he gets a divorce. The 32-year-old beat the defending champion Matt Megalode Stoney, 24, an Asian. That's why this becomes a big deal. It's always an Asian going up against Joey Chestnut.
Stop wagging your finger.
Well, it always is.
Stop it.
And we got him fair and square. This guy won last year. Goodbye.
What is
Go
happening?
home. They train these guys over there. I saw some special on it, and it's a big deal. It's like you're a gold medal Olympian to them.
well, the guy.
What documentary is this?
MTV True Life. I'm a big fat eater.
The guy.
That was a good one.
Kobayashi or whatever.
Kobayashi Maru, and he
Yes,
was over
and it's
there.
impossible to pass. But
Right.
I think it's Kobayashi or something. He can't like eat in public anymore because people are constantly
Yeah.
like challenging him to.
Yeah, I'd see him go into it, and he just wanted a light snack. They don't even give him good food. They give him a giant bowl of noodles and the hottest sauce on top of it, and you got to eat it, or it's a disgrace to Japan. Mm-hmm. Oh my lord!
I hate what I'm about to say, but the Asians do have kind of an advantage because they just have to eat those little smoky wieners instead of full-size hot dogs. I said I hated what it was about to say, but it was making my brain hurt. Keeping it cooped up in there.
He was saying no, but my eyes were saying yes.
Oh,
I don't. Do you
yeah.
guys have like just the day after July 4th to tell all these jokes? Like America.
Yeah, July 5th.
Okay, got it.
It's on the calendar.
Boxing Day.
Yes.
The newspaper says this Asian only ate 53 hot dogs. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't gloat now that we win. Everybody gets a trophy now. Not today, USA. Don't let that Air Force sing and throw you. We're
Don't you-
number one.
Don't you want a non-American to win this? Don't you want this
No, what?
away from
What?
the fucking eating contest?
Yeah.
Can we win something else?
And he's not that fat.
We
by
win
the way.
Miss America every year. So that's kind of it's a good feather in our cap.
We win the Super Bowl,
Yes.
the World Series.
Yes.
But no, I would
The
like
whole
another
world.
one. Yeah, we're the
The
best.
Oscars typically.
Now start understanding why we're number one, people. We're not number one. Other countries have different. Really, what do they have? We have the World Series and the Super Bowl. What do you have? Get the fuck out of town. And I mean America.
Get the fuck out of world.
Right. In 2015, the Asian ate 62 hot dogs. So he dropped like 10 hot dogs. He's not getting better. Chestnut keeps making the record every time. We got a whole new record.
Because that's American industrious spirit right there.
Yeah,
We don't rest on our laurels.
He didn't go as the...
We eat more hot dogs.
Yeah, he didn't go as the hot dog. What did I set the record at? 69? I'll do 69 and a quarter. No, he ate the whole 70.
He could fucking.
He's
Well,
like-
would that count? You probably have to eat the whole hot dog,
I
right?
eat a quarter of the hot dog and then a quarter of the bun.
You add a quarter sip of water.
Oh, look who approves of your joke. Newsy.
Yay! Thank you, Newsy.
Hey, Newsy, how are the lawyer's fees for your fucking degenerate
Wow,
ass?
and that is a low blow. I would expect that out of Keith, but not out of you.
Right, that's just anger
Newsy,
she
I don't.
has.
It's so much anger.
Ours was out of loving America.
of course, because it's July 5th, and that's the day we get to do it.
This is petty. She's saying I didn't even know who Obama was. I just went to the parties.
Shit on Newsy's Graffiti Crimes Day is July 7th, Chemda.
What he stand for? Putting everybody in jail. What do you mean? What he stand for? My God. Anyways,
If you'd known all the drones would be so bad, would you still vote for him?
what are you gonna do?
Guess not live in the Middle East.
Yeah, move.
Yes, so
No,
easy.
it's so beautiful over there. It's real
Danny,
hard.
please.
We all moved
What?
to
I'm helping.
We all moved to America, but it's very difficult. That's true. I know if I had family there, I'd have to keep them there because it's
Where
just
did you
difficult
move to America
to
from,
get a bag.
Keith? As soon as we know that answer, you could say shit like that.
Right, are you a refugee or?
Yeah, what part of
I live-
Eastern something?
I'm not exaggerating. I lived in the Syria of America.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fucking. I made it worse still. That's amazing.
You put shit in the bag and you
Pennsylvania.
start walking. You'll find another hut. You go hut to hut until you're home.
Remember when the people went on a hike in Iraq? You can't just start walking.
Somehow we're all here. It's so weird. Okay.
Yeah, we all made it.
We really did a lot.
We worked. I certainly worked extremely hard to be
But who
born
did?
in America.
Our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents, they moved.
From where, Keith?
From Hollywood. What do you mean where? From the best places.
Well, I would have stayed in Hollywood. I would not have moved from Hollywood to Somerset.
Well, that's
Your family kind of fucked up. Seems like there's a lot more culture out west.
From where? From a pool. They were all playing in the pool, and they came over anyways. The NRA, not NRA, an animal rights activist group, Direct Action Everywhere. That's a dumb one. DAE, they.
Well, it's like they.
Anyway,
But with a D.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be like PETA. That's what I was trying to say, but it's not even them. But they go on stage and they start squirting ketchup on the hot dog eating contestants to show that's the blood. But meanwhile,
They were being helpful.
They love the ketchup. I dare you to throw hot dogs at me. I hate it.
Joey Chestnut picked up his competitor once he saw I was covered in ketchup and tried to take a bite.
Yeah.
And people had to intervene.
Right. First of all, don't worry. There's no animals in those fucking hot dogs. Okay, you're fine. It's rat shit and dog poop.
The plastics industry lobbyists are going to storm the stage next year.
I mean, you should be encouraging people to eat hot dogs. There's feces,
Right.
urine, and rusty nails. Don't worry about it.
Those cows are holding up, eat more of those Chick-fil-A cows. Their signs are going to say, eat more hot dogs now. Well, then, there's still no cows in hot dogs anyway. This is a flawed premise, and I'll work on it, Newsy.
Police arrested 3 protesters. That was like their birthday. Yay. Did you
Good for them. The more you learn about how animals get treated in order for us to eat, the more you can't blame people for throwing shit
That's
on
why
other
I'm
people.
not learning how.
Yeah.
I'm staying the fuck away from those documentaries.
We all just learned so much by those people squirting ketchup that hot dogs aren't healthy. That I shouldn't eat 70 in one sitting. You know what, guys? Let me say something.
Right, a whole half pig died for that.
Right. I'd like to say something to the president of day. Look, no more hot dog eating contests with me and my friends. Not over 50 each, for sure.
49 is the cap.
49 is the cap you may eat, and you're only allowed 3 minutes. Okay?
Wow.
And that's because
That's
it
dangerous.
woke me up.
If we all eat a little bit less meat, just a little bit, everyone in America, I think that the demand will change and the animals won't have to be as hurt.
Not to think about today.
But
A little extra salad. A little, like they say, I'm looking at the roast beef sandwich with salad on the menu. Can I have a little less roast beef and a little more salad?
I'll pay the difference.
And I'll pay the difference, and then
I know it's extra.
And then I know you're like, what do I do with the other pieces of the food? Give that to the homeless.
I knew what I was saying and what kind of response I would get. I know the closet I walked out of.
What am I going to go and do about Hillary's email? I'll sit her down and give her a stern talking to. Shame. All right, let me tell you about food.
Yeah.
This is a great segue. Thanks to Chemda.
It's where you can get some meat.
Blue Apron. How to get food delivered to your house. Too much of it. Well, actually,
Blue Apron
it does fit because when you go out and you get your food, you always end up throwing stuff away. And Blue Apron gives you the right amount.
Right. And not only do they give you the right amount for the food that you're making today, they farm only the amount that they will need for you to get eventually. So they're very mindful about it. They're also, everything that you get is recyclable. They're very environmentally friendly. And also you get incredible food. So we've been doing these Blue Apron mentions for a while. And Wally, do you remember Wally who drove our tour bus?
God, this is embarrassing. No. Yes, I just saw him yesterday.
Love him. He and Donna were at the party last night. He made ramen for the first time. And
Never went to college, I take it.
he
By the way, that's you got to tell what's in this ramen. So we had ramen,
Right,
and then
right.
his second meal was a slice of American cheese on a piece of bread.
No, this is fancy stuff. Mike Ellison also posted. He made
80 hot dogs.
We sat him down and said no.
He made salmon rolls.
Ooh.
Could you got the stuff that you need to make salmon rolls, and not just for one meal, for two. And he made chicken parmesan. He posted it on our Keith and the Girl page. It looked amazing. And he wrote, "I can't believe I did this. It was really good." Melissa Leffingwell also posted some stuff. Wings with some beautiful sides.
Okay, let me say
beautifully.
this. Let me tell you guys something.
We're going to post this on our website.
We'll post it on the website, and I'm looking at a picture of Brett Hall. He sees that people post their food, and they've had like wine or or a flower. So he put his Emmy next to the picture. Am I doing this right? It does seem like some people are cheating. Or maybe it came in the Blue Apron box. You get an Emmy. I don't know.
Yeah, so Keith and I have been sharing ours on social media. So post yours when you get it. Because we're giving you 3 free meals with this. So you have 3 chances to get food to your house.
And when Chemda
free delivery.
Free delivery. Free food.
Yeah.
But I don't like when Chemda's saying ramen and chicken wings and chicken parmesan like you're blowing the moon. Listen to this. Creamy shrimp fettuccine with sauteed green beans and spinach. Sweet chili chicken with Tinkerbell peppers, green beans, jasmine rice. Spiced steak and tomato avocado salad with creamy cone cabbage and red onion slaw. And guess what? Every Blue Apron, I don't eat it all deliberately. Making the world better.
Yeah? You give it to the homeless?
And for those who don't want to eat meat, they offer a vegetarian option. And if you don't like the meals that are scheduled, you could skip it. Or you could switch it to other meals that you want. I mean, a salmon roll. Have you ever made a salmon roll?
I've made a salmon flop around. I've never made a roll, though.
You don't have to know how to cook because they give you everything.
Check out this week's menu. Get your first 3 meals free with free shipping. Go to blueapron.com/KATG. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. Do not wait. That's blueapron.com/KATG. Blue Apron is a better way to cook. And
Make sure you go to /KATG so you can get 3 free meals. Every meal feeds 2. So that's 6 meals. Free. No delivery fee. No nothing. Oh, my God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, you know who gets these deals?
Who?
Americans.
And?
That's actually true.
Number one. No, but we're not number one. We're all the same. Okay. MJG is saying World War II champs.
All right.
And World War I champs.
We can move on now.
What about Vietnam, MJG? How do we do there?
We can stop.
Those weren't called World War smarty pants.
Right.
Oh, we won the Super Bowl, but not the scrimmage at practice.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Fuck that.
Vietnam was a warm-up.
I know. You know him to complain about everything. Everything's the worst, and we're never doing good enough. Okay. All right. Very good. You're definitely guilty of all of it.
The way we do good enough is vote for Donald Trump because no one's giving Donald Trump shit about anything, really, compared to his email.
You think so?
Yeah. I think ratio-wise, I don't think Donald Trump is getting enough shit compared to Hillary Clinton.
If you walk down the street and people ask you who you're voting for, you know what the right answer is, right? You say Hillary and you don't get any hassle. If you say Trump, you get hassle. What are you talking about?
No, I think people are assuming that everyone understands that Trump is an idiot, but there are people voting for Trump. There are comedians voting for Trump. There's family members voting for Trump. People are voting for Trump, and we all keep dismissing it like that's never going to happen. But so far, everything that, quote, is never going to happen is happening with Trump.
Good.
He's never going to...
Good. Who's acting like it's not going to happen? It can happen. Good.
That's terrible and terrifying, and you got to stop saying good about that.
I'm not even scared. What does everybody think about that?
Because you're a straight white man.
It doesn't even scare me.
It does scare you a little bit?
No.
Really?
No, and it's exciting. In 4 years, you'll be scared again by something.
I'm scared every day, but I'm extremely scared about this.
I wish I could
You
be
want
scared.
Trump to be the leader of what you call the free world?
Because of your attitude, yes. I saw The Conjuring 2.
That's what Trump would say.
I saw The Conjuring 2, and I'll tell you something. I wish I could be scared. I just can't.
Talk to people on the weekend sometimes.
I did.
Stop
Yeah,
scaring.
he goes to movies and yells at the screen.
Seriously.
They are very rude and ignore him.
They all talk to my dog instead.
Wait a minute. Are you the son of Sam?
Well, we have... he can talk, actually. I didn't want to say
Finally
nothing.
know Keith's dad's name.
Sam. This is Sam Malley here. Hope my son isn't a dog-talking serial killer.
I say we all vote in the Easter Bunny. He runs the country. I don't think he'll still be so bad.
No, that would be nice. We get free eggs.
Right?
That's pretty cool.
Every day he's hiding eggs. The earth stinks.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Keith and the Girl polls. Do you know the names of all your aunts and uncles? Do you, Danny Hatch?
I do.
I do not.
And I have a lot.
25% of our audience does not. Will Keith ever get his family tree that he talks about, even if he does it himself?
No.
No.
69% say no.
Even if he does it himself.
Well, even if the tree knocks on his window, will he open it? Will Quincy Jones, the comedian we had on, be alive in 2017?
Oh, God.
22% say no.
Well, all right, good chances there, buddy.
There's no way to lose with this Quincy, right? Because if he dies, then it's like, oh, everybody supported him. He said he was going to die. He got a stand-up special. And if he lives, then he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I say that's kind of a lose to be alive.
it'd be
I'd
it'd be
rather
weird
just-
to like show up at a party after you promised you'd be dead, right? It's a little weird,
He should have oh my God, his next special is his funeral. And at the end he pops out.
right?
Now his
Tell some
funeral
jokes.
should be a roast, right? That's appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is being on a televised beauty pageant a talent? Yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 5 people agree with the both of you.
Okay.
All right.
All right. There's solidarity in that.
It's very interesting that we lost a percentage system for that
Right.
one.
Interesting.
Very
and only,
interesting. Yeah. That's fun. That's good.
19%
Oh,
agree
we're
that beauty
back.
pageant is a talent. 81% are smart enough to know it's no talent.
What is it then?
Dummies on stage being dumb.
How did they pick all these dummies at random?
No, there's no dummies all of a sudden. You just talked about everybody voting for Trump. Now there's no dummies.
Oh my God. How do you switch everything to be weird?
It's called
it's a
factual.
superpower.
Oh, is that what factual means now? You're right. This is America.
Yeah, Keith is a factist. He's voting in a fascist, and he's a factist.
I think Chemda's right, says Apia. Looking pretty on TV or in photos is a talent. Maybe a shallow one, but still a talent.
Yeah. So is fucking walking. That's a talent that
In
people
heels.
don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do half of the stuff that they do on stage.
You really are a trophy for everybody. Walking's now a talent,
Well, all right. That was a stretch. I'll admit it.
but that's harder than looking pretty. You're pretty
You
or you're
can't-
not pretty.
I will
These women don't
challenge
even
you
need
to
a
do
walking
half,
contest.
No, to do half
deal.
the stuff that they do on stage. To do half of it perfectly like they do.
Perfectly.
Like
they're
robots.
so perfect.
Oh.
I can be
They're
a
in
robot.
sync. They're in sync.
What,
There's a
what are
thing
you talking
to that.
about? They're in sync.
They have
they
have
one at a time.
They have
choreography.
marks
no,
they
don't.
need to hit. They have ways
Miss-
they need to look.
Miss Iowa, sideways face, walk back to my mark, leg out.
Let's see.
I just did it.
Well,
No, you
they don't
didn't.
sit down in a chair in a sleeveless tank with no makeup on while they do it.
They have the talent to know somebody puts makeup on them and somebody gives them a dress. That is such a talent. Just tell me now if you guys are one of these women going, and then I'll
All right,
stop.
here we go.
Stop calling us pretty.
There will be snacks, says Keith. Nailed it on the head with. I see them on stage and I'm like, they're so talented. What talent is involved in being pretty at a pageant?
What talent is involved in talking? We all do it.
Really?
Come on. We're sitting in front of fucking microphones right now.
You're insane. You're lucky enough to be. You don't mean this. You don't mean this.
I
That's
do
why
mean
it's
it.
okay.
I do mean it. I do mean it, and it's not okay.
I'm trying to do you the favor. You're lucky enough to be born with good looks, then rushed into the industry at a young age by your shitty parents, and that's it.
I'm not saying that doesn't involve that stuff.
You can work hard to exercise and tone your body. I don't even think they have to do that. But you don't need to
Why?
be talented to do that. Why? Now all of a sudden you don't know anybody, especially because they're so young, but you don't know anybody, these women that don't have to work out. They just naturally look
Not
thin.
that are
They're not
on the
muscu-
talent
they're not-
circuit, no.
Bullshit. They're not coming
All right,
out
I know
there.
4, fine.
They're not coming
You
out
called my
there.
bluff.
They're not coming out there muscular. They're coming out there thin.
When
They're
was
coming
the
out there
last time you
toned.
watched? Did you ever watch one of these?
Yes, I watch these. They're funny.
All right, that's a talent. They're making people laugh. There you go. We've got you trapped here.
Kinda just compared her talent to what these ditzes.
They both have talents. They're not the
Okay.
same talents, but they
Okay.
both have talents.
Thank you.
Sparrow says the pageant world is fucking hardball. There's a strict set of standards, genetic and synthetic, and even if you manage to meet, the last yard is about charm and stage presence, and the Iraq and such as, that you either have or you don't. All at the mercy of the politics already in play of where you are, who your competition is that day, and the subjective or arbitrary taste of the panel. It's not about winning one little pageant. This is a numbers game, domination, more crowns, more money, she says. You can't just show up pretty and take home a crown, basic bitches. It's not about being pretty, about being a goddamn gladiator. Mm-hmm. This is like
I
that
agree.
movie Gladiator. He
Yes,
had a
exactly
talent
like.
to kill lions and bad guys, and they have a talent to stand there. And you know who's responsible for these talents shows?
Who?
Donald Trump.
He was, yeah.
Donald Trump.
He's a talent. Donald Trump is talented too. I'll give him that. Donald
I am
Trump has a
not-
lot of talents.
For the record, I'm not saying that we should keep these competitions. I am saying that these are talented
Make him every
people.
day. I would like that.
You never watch these things.
No, I don't. And also, everyone makes fun of how dumb they are. There's 50 of these women competing in this pageant. We only hear the dumbest one or two every year.
It's weird we don't hear the good little speeches of the other ones that are so great.
Well, I'm
Also,
saying
they're asking them these major questions that they have to answer in 20 seconds.
I always ask Danny for the dumb answers. I'll take the smart answers too.
I'll give it, and this would not be a smart answer. I'll admit it. I flubbed that one. Such as.
It's weird that they're so talented, yet they have a section called the talent section. But the whole thing's talent. You know what I mean? That's the conundrum.
That's irony, and I think it's good that they know that.
I'd love them to know it. Yeah. Explain irony. I'd love to hear that one. I guess it's technically a talent, says Eric M. I'd say staying in good shape is a talent. And my sweaty balls is rating from your chin. Says, now that I think of it, Wolverine should get an Academy Award for best abs. And he probably spends more time in the gym than he does training to act. So he actually deserves a best abs Oscar.
There are best abs competitions. There's also best acting competitions. So Wolverine could win a best abs competition. I agree. They're sexy abs, and I want to rub my tongue all over them. Take that.
Wait, what did you just say?
Sweaty ball. Oh, my goodness.
I think it's the
my
same.
talent is putting my foot in my mouth.
I think it's the same as being an actor.
Wolverine's
You have
abs.
to memorize the things that you have to do, and then be interviewed.
You have to
every
sell
here
it.
and again.
You have to fucking
it's
sell
the
yourself.
same thing. What you memorized the line and you acted like you had emotions. It's a talent, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a good talent. It's not.
It's not anything I'm necessarily interested
Could
in.
somebody
but that
not
doesn't
be
mean
talented? Have a talent of any kind?
that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
someone could.
Really?
Yes.
What? He's in a wheelchair for starters. We covered.
That's a talent. Being disabled is a talent. And that is murky waters that we should not even step in.
I imagine everyone's born with a talent.
No, I imagine no one is. I imagine people learn their talent. I imagine. No, I don't think everyone's born with a talent.
You know, like a talent, not like an art talent or.
I think
like
some people are, but I don't
kind of-
think everyone is born with a talent. I think there are some people who aren't talented, and I think there are plenty of people who learn a talent, who learn something. And
No, I
become
think some
talented at it.
people's talents don't match the world that they live in, and so they can't make the best of it. Like some people are born with a beautiful singing voice, but they don't have the opportunity to showcase
Right.
that. Some people are born with incredible mathematic brains. Like there are people who are maybe not like huge,
Jackman, the Wolverine.
it might not be. You might not be number one in your talent category, but I think everyone's born with a talent.
Vincent is saying, I've watched the full question section after one of the times Keith was playing clips. They're pretty much all idiots. He
Okay,
says.
well, you got me there, Vincent.
He studied it. In case he thinks I'm just one-sided. He saw them all. But there was that one that was going to be an astronaut.
No, they're not going for astronaut.
They're
stuff.
going for Miss America.
Yeah, they're going for spokespeople. They're going for beauty pageant stuff. They're going for
More talent.
it's all related.
Yes.
It's just not the talent that you recognize or
Right.
you're comfortable with or you're or
It's not
that
easy.
you have.
Like if I would show this is Clorox bleach on TV. I don't know if I'd hold it up or if I'd drink it.
Well, that
or
I wouldn't do.
Piss, but I don't know. I don't have the talent for it. Can I be taught? Yeah, but not like somebody born with the inclination.
Would you know to stand the right way? Would you know
No,
how to
I'd probably
hold
do-
the would you know how to look so that you're not
No.
sweaty on TV?
No,
and
nobody
that
nobody even tells these women how to do it. They just know they're so talented.
Well, there's
yeah, they
people
would
who-
tell me how to stand, and I would stand that way.
you follow directions.
I don't want to. I'm really getting at all my talents today.
You are.
That's all I'm trying to
yes, talking,
All right, look.
being angry at women.
I do hate women. Sleep number beds. Let me tell you about this talented bed.
Oh yeah.
this is the only way Keith can sleep.
This bed is so talented that I can set my sleep number, which is the firmness or softness, on my side of the bed. My wife can set her sleep number to the firmness and softness that she likes. And Hugsy's in the middle, gets a little best of both worlds, right?
Riding those waves.
Right. And we have Sleep IQ technology. That sees how you sleep. You can turn it on or off, like if you're cheating on your wife or something, turn it off. But you turn it on, right? And it registers. I just don't want to freak guys out
What would the
there.
report be in the morning? Like, someone on some side of the bed was not getting a lot of sleep last night.
Right. So
Sleep number kept changing. Let's just say the sleep number was 69.
So it would it registers you laying on the bed and goes, oh, you were a little sleepless, 5, 6 a.m. Let's fix that with a different kind of setting until you get a great sleep number. Like, oh, I don't know, me, 95, even after seeing our dumb closet. Sink. Okay. So
I did not bring it up with the sink.
I like to sink a lot.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, you can't swim. Of course you like to sink. And that's my talent.
That is your talent.
It is.
Apparently, we're counting anything.
Oh, come on.
All right, now I get
If
it.
we're counting anything, we're counting anything.
Sleep number of 95 out of 100. Get a great Sleep IQ score. Come in during the lowest prices of the season sale, where a Queen Sleep Number C2 mattress is only $699.99. You can't afford another restless night's sleep, quite frankly. What do you think of that? You can afford a Sleep Number bed. Sleep Number beds and Sleep IQ technology are only available at any of the 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com and be sure to tell them Keith and the girls sent you. All right? Okay. I read in the news about this guy's talent to cover the newspaper. First of all, the people who rate to cover the newspaper.
That's a talent.
This
for
is
sure.
a talent.
That's my talent.
Diarrhea of a
That's
madman.
brilliant.
Because he would take his poop, not necessarily diarrhea, to be fair.
Well, you got to stretch. There's some liberties you need
It's
to
not
take.
too reaching, right?
No.
Many times it is diarrhea. So he takes his poop and he finds a woman and he puts it down her pants.
He's spreading the wealth.
Yeah.
He's paying it forward.
And then another one, he threw the poop at the woman's face.
a different talent.
Yeah.
You got to aim.
This is scary because I know I enjoy elastic waists.
Shock and ooh.
All right, a little less
Okay.
talented.
The stool-toting suspect struck twice in the span of 4 hours, hurling poop into the face of one woman before dropping a bag of waste down the pants of another. So it's in a bag,
Oh, I see.
to be clear.
A little bit better, right?
Because I'd hate to then go to the bathroom and wonder, is that what shit's mine, what shit's not?
But it's
so embarrassing
I
and
assume
weird.
it's either open at the time or he opens it right before. He's dumping the bag out, right? He's not just putting a sealed bag of poop.
it
down a
seems
woman's
like
pants.
you get the bag also.
You get the bag too, but I think the poop is loose. I think he's still dumping his poop.
Maybe he dumps
you
it
know?
upside
It's
down.
not yeah, I don't think it's.
You guys are
contained.
thinking like that wouldn't make sense if he put it.
Why would
with
you?
the
Why
bag.
bother? You're literally just giving your DNA up then.
A 33-year-old woman was walking on East 91st Street near Madison Avenue. Around
Even the rich aren't safe from crime.
right. Around 2:25 p.m. Maybe what?
I mean, maybe he's making a point. Like you know, you people
yeah.
are shit. T. So now here you go.
You have no talent. Shit on you.
Yes.
He's
shit on
taking
you.
your I shit on you.
Oh my gosh! If we find out he's a listener,
No.
And then about 2:25 p.m., the man. Also, it was this 33-year-old that got shit in the face. Less than 4 hours later, the suspect sneaked up behind an unsuspecting woman on East 74th and First Avenue and put shit down her pants.
is right. Yum yum yum.
He ripped off and tossed aside his gloves before scampering from the scene. Both the attacks were random. I wonder.
Did they catch him?
Pooper scooped, says this article. Let's find out, Chemda.
Flushed into jail.
They did, in fact, catch him. He's 42 years old.
Oh.
He says, "This is my talent. It's all I have."
My God.
A tip from a security guard that led him to the homeless shelter that he was in. He says, "God did it." On his way to jail.
I mean, God did do things
is-
on that level.
It
He said
isn't.
God did it.
Yeah, it is interesting if you are religious that this is somehow part of God's plan.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like maybe you did that to the person started thinking about all the crazy people out there and then goes into helping people. And that was God's way of getting her to notice about poor people. Not watch a Sarah McLachlan video, but to have poop shoved down your own pants.
Yeah, I'm sure that would inspire people too.
That's how I remember how to spell her name also. Sarah McLachlan.
I'm laughing whenever I watch those commercials for sure.
A reporter, that's probably the most disgusting thing said today. A reporter asked about the filthy nature of the Monday attack.
And then got a straight answer.
He said, "Why the filth? It's a Farrakhan thing." And I remember the movie. It is. Malcolm X, I saw. And they referenced Farrakhan for a second about how he used to love doing that.
Just dumping bags of his own shit down
Yeah.
women's pants.
Malcolm X was like, "That is too much."
Yeah, he
Even
X'd
for
that
us.
plan out.
That's
He was
right.
like, "Gotta cross this one off."
That's how he got known for it.
Yeah, that's why they started calling him Malcolm.
Malcolm X shit, they used to call him.
Yes.
What they do to you, they try to turn you to a slave on earth. Now try to disagree with that. They do try to do it. He's at the shelter. They think that he was the guy that in the shelter took shit and wiped it on everything in the bathroom, sink, walls.
That's got to be a thing because people do that. Mm-hmm. It's very specific.
Picture being his lawyer, you know?
That's,
and
that's a talent.
And then the other guy's like the shitter, And he's like, George Washington is my only lawyer. It's like, shut the fuck up. They go, did you do it? He goes, yeah, I did it. And you're the lawyer. Shh.
He's going to do okay in jail. He just has to shit in front of everybody. He'll be fine.
He's really borderline delirious. Borderline?
Delirious? This guy's insane as me.
He had bad body odor, talks to himself, keeps to himself, though.
Imagine if he smelled good, though.
Right.
The feces he threw was probably his own, says another resident of the homeless shelter.
Somebody has to confirm that.
He's an outcast type of dude. He wouldn't even use someone else's.
The homeless shelter is saying that he's an outcast?
Yeah. Well, another resident.
No, it's sad. In the outcast world, you are the outcast.
Another shelter resident, the one that said how he put feces all over the place, says, quote, he's a scumbag.
I mean, yeah.
It's kind of a shitbag, really.
He's like, he's a scumbag. Can I borrow $1? MJG says Keith is only excited for Trump because he may accidentally turn on the purge and enact it as policy the next day. It's possible.
Can you imagine him?
I love it.
Discovering the purge and be like, this is brilliant. This is how we make America great again.
That's not policy. Did you hear that crime went down to virtually nothing because people only act out one day a year?
Because that's how humans work.
Right. Yeah.
So we get our fill, and then we're done for a year biologically. Then our clock starts ticking again. We got to kill.
I saw the first Purge movie. Hated it.
Hated it, okay.
Saw the second one.
Hated it.
Hated it.
And now for the Purge election year.
So I go for the third one.
I saw all movies, hated them.
That's Keith's talent, is not finding joy in anything.
They can't trick me with words or actions.
No.
I hate it all.
Or entertainment.
Yeah. The Purge election year, tolerable.
Okay. That's
What?
pretty good.
You're kidding me.
I had more fun than not. Well, don't do them from your hand. I had more fun than not fun. They could put that in the quote. Keith Malley, more fun than not fun.
Is it a fun movie? Like, is it kind of like a rollicking thrill ride?
It's a fun romp.
Okay.
No, they try to get violent. That's good.
They tried to, or they really?
They get violent, but they can get more violent.
Shaky cams or not shaky cams?
A lot of cursing. You know, it's about it could be deeper. I'm not even trying to be funny. The movie could be deeper, and it's so stupid. And it's like right away they have to kill the senator who's not a fan of the Purge. So like the first sentence uttered in the movie is like, "Is that cunt still at it?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess I don't like you." Oh boy,
cunt is a harsh one to open
so
a movie with.
For having all those cursing, you could have been more violent. You could
right. It already got the R.
Yeah, start eating eyeballs or something. There was one cute scene, like a grandma was sitting on a chair just whistling a song while somebody was on fire right in front of her. And I'm like, oh, yeah, everybody gets involved. It's a good time.
Sounds like a fun romp for sure.
Yeah, I talk about the Purge on my upcoming stand-up, which will be out. Ready for this? Another drum roll, please. Thank you.
Ah, my hand again. These fireworks keep...
Oh, no. August 1st, the new album will be out. Thank you.
Will be available where every albums are sold, including iTunes, especially iTunes. We're going to get Keith to the top #1 spot again.
That's Sam Goody.
Just like all his last albums. This one's such a fucking good one. Your Purge material was phenomenal. And I never saw any of the Purge movies, so you can follow along just fine.
Look at this.
Yeah, so August 1st. Really super excited about it.
Cosign.
What if people are like, oh, before I play the Purge track, I got to watch 4.5 hours
Right.
of movies.
You should be...
Well-versed.
Chemda's very smart, and she's able to bridge gaps that normally most people wouldn't be able to. You should watch all the Purge movies before.
And all the Wishmaster stuff.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Sure. And you know what? The last 12 albums that Keith put out, you want to know his life before you continue this journey with him.
Watch She's Crushed twice.
It'll be called A Future to Believe In.
Nice.
I like it's catchy, and nobody's using it right now.
That's completely...
Hillary would enjoy that one.
So,
yes.
There you have it. Danny Hatch.
Hi.
His Twitter account is @Danny Hatch.
He has a show on our network called That's the Show with Danny. It's a favorite on the network.
Oh, well, of mine, yes.
Also,
it is my favorite show on the network.
I hear your mom's coming in town. You're thinking of making her a guest on your show?
She might be if the timing works out, so we might have that to look forward to.
I'm hoping that.
She's been, we've been trying to get her for a long time, and her people keep pushing me away.
Yeah, that new husband of hers.
Yes, and he's not even that new, but he's still acting like it.
That's right.
I'm going to set him
Not even
straight.
my daddy.
Oh, I said that a bunch.
Ooh, did you?
When we were running, he was quite the drill instructor when we would go running as a boy.
And you would say you're not even my daddy?
I wouldn't say daddy. I'd say dad, like a cool guy.
Yikes.
Why would you say about Clinton? There's no one would prosecute her. Like if you said,
don't
"Hey,
know,
would any
because-
lawyer?"
So
take
anyway,
on
go to
some-
keithandthegirl.com/VIP to get Danny's show and a bunch of other stuff behind our premium content in our network, keithandthegirl.com/VIP. Keith is putting out a couple new shows. Who are you interviewing coming up?
I got it all. I'm going to have Kyle Ayers. I'm going to have Jason Burke.
so
I'm going to have
good.
Jay Nog. We're going to get them drunk, throwing up, puking, and telling stories they should not be telling, bro.
And we also have a new show coming up where we have a guest host for a month. And the first guest host is Nick Turner. He's going to put together 4 or 5 episodes of his own show. He'll book the guests, and you get that on the network. We'll talk more about it soon. And if you have VIP, we're doing the pitch show today, where he pitches us his idea on air and on video form for you.
It'd be funny 5 minutes in. Nope, waste of time. Take care, Nick. You're a good guy.
We hope you give our premium channel a chance. It's at keithandthegirl.com/VIP. It's the thing that keeps this free show going. Try it out for a month. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back.